Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And in this video I want to talk about The Whale. The Whale is a film by Darren Aronofsky, and for those that don't know, Darren Aronofsky is the director of one of the scariest films or the most gut-wrenching film about drugs that I've ever watched, Requiem for a Dream. If you've not seen Requiem for a Dream, give it a try. It's a movie that tells the struggles of drug and drug abuse, and that film, it blew my mind. Honestly, it's a fantastic film. It might not be a film for everyone, but I'm sure that if you watch Requiem for a Dream, it will definitely stick with you, because that movie stuck with me and I love that movie so much. And I would love for you guys to check it out if you haven't. And because of how much I loved Requiem for a Dream, I was eager to see The Whale, because it's from the same director. And man, this film, I've heard so many things about it. There's been a lot of buzz about this film, so it's not a film that is unknown. But man, all the hype around it was really worth it. And this film is not for everyone, so you might watch this film and you'll be like, what the hell is this? But if you're a fan of dramas, you are definitely going to love this film. And before I talk too much about the whole film, I need to say this film was very, very personal to me, because this is a story about an unhealthy man, an obese person, and me, I'm also a fat person. So so there's some aspects in this film that just felt really, really personal to me. There's some sequences where the main character was eating. It's the guy that had the problem. There were some sequences where he was eating, and I could just see myself in him, because I've not gone through what he has gone through in life, but I have also been in some kind of places where I just turn to food to give me some form of normalcy. And I just saw him in that film, and just saw him in those sequences, and I just felt like I was looking at myself, because I've been in that kind of situation so many times, and I've acted the way this man acted, and it was just what's the word, it was so gut-wrenching, but it was so also amazing to see. And it was so uncomfortable to watch, because I felt like, wow, I've not seen something like this done. It makes sense that this is a Darren Aronofsky's film, because in Requiem for a Dream also, he had some images that were very, very unsettling, very, very uncomfortable to look at. But at the same time, you have to look at it because it is real, it is what happens in real life. And just seeing that in this film just made my heart melt so much, and it was so good to see. And I could just, I said I could see myself in the main character. It was so, so good to see. Speaking of the main character, I can't talk about the film without talking about Brendan Fraser's performance. Oh my god, Brendan Fraser's performance in this film was so amazing.
I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
It was a performance that just hooks you from the moment it starts, and it won't let you go until the end. It was so phenomenal in this show. I was like, every scene, because it's basically his show, it's basically his film. Every scene he was in, I just found myself watching and looking at the way he was acting. All his acting is not words. He has to do some physical acting, and you could just see it, like how much he embodied this character. Sometimes I forgot that it was an actor acting, because of how good his performance was, and it just hooked me, and I was just so enthralled by it. If you've heard anything about The Whale and you've heard about Brendan Fraser's performance in The Whale, everything they said is true. His performance in this film is mesmerizing, and if you don't even watch this film for anything, just for his performance, you need to see it. There's some sequences that were uncomfortable to watch, but at the same time, you couldn't take your eyes off it because of Brendan's performance and the way he embodied the character so well. Man, his performance in this movie was so, so good. And not just him, the whole cast were amazing. Like, the cast were just about 5 or 6 people, and everybody was so, so good in it. Ong Chao is also in this film. She was so amazing in this film. All the performances in this film were so amazing. And the fact that the cast members were not much, just about 6 cast members, it just made the film feel much more intimate and much more realistic. And their performances just nailed it out of the park. And because this story is a story about an obese man, he can't go around, he can't go anywhere. So the movie takes place all in his house. And I love when movies are shot in one location, because it just gives the director, I've said this before, it just gives the director room to flex his directing chops. And in this film, the director really did a fantastic job. With the film being in one location, the director and the cinematographer managed to make the location feel very dynamic. Sometimes you see a shot in the film and you'll be like, wait, is this the same apartments we've been in all this while? Like, it just makes you appreciate the cinematographer and the director's vision for them to be able to bring show different amazing shots, be able to capture a lot of different views or different angles from this one location, and they did it so well. Like sometimes you just even forget that this is one location. That was how good the directing and the cinematography was in this film. This film was really, really amazing to watch, and because of how personal it felt to me, it made me enjoy it so much more. Like I said earlier, this is not a film for everyone. A lot of people are going to watch this film and will be like, what the fuck did I just watch? But if you are someone that loves dramas and someone that appreciates good storytelling, you'll watch this movie and you'll be hooked and you're going to absolutely love it. For me, this film was a very good movie, and because I could relate to some of the things that the character was going through, it just made the film hit even harder for me, and I so much appreciate it, and I'm so glad I saw this movie. I would love to watch it one more time again just to appreciate everything about it again. Have you guys seen The Will? What do you think about it? Comment below and let me know. And have you seen Requiem for a Dream? I know this is not a video about Requiem for a Dream, but I love that movie so much, and I just want to know, have you seen Requiem for a Dream? What do you think about it? Comment below and let me know. Thank you for sticking up to this time. See you in the next video. Cheers.